Welcome to Please Order by Number. This is our second segment on falafel, hummus, and pita. Today we'll be making the hummus and the falafel, as well as a yogurt sauce to put on top of your falafel. So we're going to start our falafel segment now. We've got all our ingredients out before us ready to go, and we've attached our meat grinder attachment to the stand mixer with the fine grinding plate on it. Alright, so we're going to start to add our ingredients into our grinder here. We're going to put it on a low setting to start off. We're going to take our chickpeas, which have been soaking overnight, and have about tripled in size. We're going to add about half of them in there to start out. Just drop them right in. Then with them we're going to put one egg. I put it in now so that it sort of gets mixed all through, and also the rest of the ingredients can sort of wash all that liquid out of the mixer. With that we're going to add dried bread. This will make it into breadcrumbs. Take your pusher, just push it down in there. And I used about one large slice of bread, dried in the oven. In addition, we have one full onion chopped, which will go in there. It's alright if you miss some. Next we're going to put in about 3 to 4 whole cloves of garlic. Nice fingerful of cilantro. An even bigger fingerful of freshly chopped parsley. And we're going to slowly just add the remainder of our breadcrumbs. After all the onions and garlic and breadcrumbs have gone through, we're going to add the remainder of our chickpeas. And that will be the end of our grinding portion. Now we're going to add our flavorings to this. We're going to start out with 1.5 teaspoons of ground coriander, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cumin, just under 1 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of lemon juice. So we're just going to take all this and just fold it all together. Then we're going to cover it with plastic wrap and let it rest, where just all the flavors marry together, for about a half hour to an hour. Alright, so this is just a little yogurt sauce for our falafel and pita. We're just going to put about half a peeled diced cucumber into there, into 6 ounces of regular unflavored yogurt. Put about 1/2 teaspoon of cumin in there. Don't go crazy on it because we already have a lot of cumin in the falafel. Teaspoon of lemon juice. About a tablespoon of cilantro. And about 2 cloves of garlic. And we're just going to mix that all together, and you can salt and pepper it to taste, and then just let it sit in the fridge for about half an hour to an hour for all the flavors to marry together. Alright, so now we're going to make our hummus to accompany our falafel pita. We use 1 16-ounce can of garbanzo beans, place them in a food processor, and to that we're going to add 3 cloves of garlic. We're just going to take a really fine grater, get it really fine into there. Then we're just going to get all that garlic in there. Once we get the garlic in there, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to close the lid and use the holes at the top of the food processor to add the rest of the liquid ingredients. We have 3 tablespoons reserved from the drained garbanzo beans and 3 tablespoons of lemon. Now you can have more lemon to taste if you like. Just exchange every additional amount of lemon juice for subtracted amounts of the liquid that you reserved. So I just add that in there and pulse it as I'm adding in there. Don't add too quick or it'll go over the edge. And do the same for the liquid. Sometimes you have to open it up and get in there with a spatula. Just scrape the sides, get it all back down there. Some food processors may not do this, mine does. While we have the lid open, we'll just add the rest of our reserved liquid. and get that back to pulsing. Just back and forth. Just get a nice puree going. Get your 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and we're gonna drip that in through the top. Now that we've got all our olive oil in there, we're gonna add 1 to 2 tablespoons of tahini. We'll start out with 1, puree it, mix it, get it all mixed in there, taste it, and then if you like some more sesame taste to it, add another half or another full tablespoon. And that's how you make your hummus, and you can put that in the refrigerator and then serve it with your falafel. Now that our falafel mix has been sitting in the fridge covered for about 45 minutes, we're just going to take a ice cream scoop or so, just dig in there, push against the side of the bowl, get a nice scoop full, plop it into your hand to a nice round ball, flatten a little bit, just rotate around, make it into a nice little patty, and do that for the rest of the mixture, and then we'll get ready for the fryer. Alright, so we've got our oil preheated here to 360, and we have 8 or so patties of falafel here. So we're going to be working a batch of 4. We're just going to gently pick one up, place it in there, and we're going to cook it until it's brown on one side, and then flip it and cook it until it's brown on that side, and then we're going to move it all off to the drying rack. Just want to make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. It's been about 2 or 3 minutes now. As you can see, they've got nice and brown on one side. Just going to flip them over. Probably another minute or 2 on the other side. So it's been about 2 minutes, and they are pretty brown on the bottom side too. So we're just going to take them all out. Just put them on to a cookie, what do you call these things? Cookie cooling rack on top of a piece of newspaper. Alright, now we've got them all fried and cooled down for about 10-15 minutes. And we plated them. We plated them in the pita we made yesterday, along with the sauce and hummus we made today, and some salad vegetables such as tomato, lettuce, cucumber, and onion. So enjoy, and we'll see you next time on Please Order by Number.